Welcome Cryptopians to Total Crypto Updates, bringing you another video for real deep dives into the crypto industry. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to help the progress of the channel and community. TCU is grateful to everyone for watching and supporting our YouTube channel. We only want what's best for you and your finances because everyone deserves an equal chance at residual income and gains from investments. TCU is here to even the playing field. I can't promise to only speak about crypto, but I can promise everything will be understood. Let's dive into today's very dense crypto update. Today I would like to start off with saying, we have a few videos on earning free Bitcoin on your mobile phone you should check out. It's really a good time to start accumulating free Bitcoin, for the price of Bitcoin is very low, so any amount will be good as long as it's residual and consistent. Let's dive into innovation in the crypto space. According to information provided by payments giant Visa, users of cryptocurrencies may one day be able to program their self-custodial cryptocurrency wallets to automatically pay their household expenses. The crypto thought leadership team at Visa outlined their recommended a solution to this problem in a blog post published on December 20th. This answer, which was produced by a few different people and is known as the Auto Payments for Self-Custodial Wallets solution. A number of persons, including Andrew Beams, Catherine Gu, Srini Raghuraman, Mohsen Maniai, and Ranjit Kumarishan, as well as an acknowledgement to Mahdi Zamani. Visa, one of the world's major payment networks, designs new payment products and solutions with real-world applications in mind. Visa is also researching smart contracts to make money and payments programmable. Existing blockchain technology lacks auto payments. In this post, Visa described a method that uses account abstraction to enable recurring payments in self-custodial wallets. Using this technique, blockchain might be used for more than recurring payments. Visa aims to improve user experiences using existing and new payment rails. Programmable money and payments are a promising solution. Visa's product, research, and engineering teams will discuss programmable payments with firms at the forefront. Visa's method for account abstraction on Starknet shows a code and reads: because Ethereum does not yet support AA, we implemented our delegable account solution on Starknet, a secondary layer blockchain, commonly referred to as a Layer 2 blockchain, built on top of Ethereum blockchain to increase transaction throughput alongside other features to improve the underlying blockchain settlement layer capability. Starknet is developed by the crypto startup company Starkware. Starknet's account model is what we have thus far described as AA, while concrete accounts check whether a transaction comes with a correctly signed signature for a given address. Starknet's abstract accounts simply check that the transaction comes from a given address. With concrete accounts, if someone sends a token to your account, they interact with the token contract to change the recorded owner from their address to your address. The token contract performs a check that the identity, key, used to sign the transaction to make this transfer is recorded as the current owner of the token. With abstract accounts, if someone sends a token to your account, they interact with the token contract to change the recorded owner from their address to your address. The token contract performs a check that the identity, contract, used to make this transfer is recorded as the current owner of the token. With abstract accounts. With Starknet's account model, we were able to implement our delegable accounts solution, thus enabling auto payments for self-custodial wallets. Moving on to Cardano's recent developments for blockchain technology is called CIP 1694, and is short for Cardano Improvement Proposal. This invention, which was created in co-authorship with Charles Hoskinson, the inventor of Cardano, is a method for on-chain governance that will serve as a forerunner to the transition from the Voltaire phase to the next phase in Cardano's development. Cardano has even more innovation with the DC Spark team's creation of a price index for Cardano native tokens is another significant breakthrough that took place during the past few months. The index may be installed locally at no cost and does not need the use of an application programming interface, API, or any other third party. Next we have a new crypto bill, being presented by a senator on stablecoins. Less than 2 weeks before the Republican is scheduled to retire, Senator Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania, a Republican, introduced a bill that would create a federal framework for stablecoins and aims to guide Congress toward future crypto regulation. The bill also establishes a federal framework for stablecoins. Toomey is seen as a significant person in the realm of cryptocurrency policy, and he holds the position of ranking Republican on the Senate Banking Committee. The new piece of legislation proposed by the Pennsylvania representative is going to be known as the Stablecoin Transparency of Reserves and Uniform Safe Transactions Act of 2022. A brand new license at the federal level for issuers of payment stablecoins. The proposed law would provide those who get the new license the authority to issue payment stablecoins, joining the ranks of depositories, state-based money transmission enterprises, non-depository trust firms, and national trust banks in this capacity. Under the terms of the Toomey proposal, issuers of payment stablecoins would be required to completely back those coins with high-quality liquid assets. Additionally, the measure would establish new obligations for issuers for public disclosure that are consistent. Disclosures would include information on the assets that underpin the payment stablecoin, as well as policies about redemption and attestations from public accounting firms. Next, let's move on to one real estate agencies stating that XRP is an accepted payment on any estate in Keturah Reserve. Users of XRP can now use their funds toward the purchase of property in the Keturah Reserve. A leading real estate developer in the UAE made the announcement that it would be launching Keturah Reserve, an exclusive, new luxury residential complex in Maidan, one of Dubai's most sought-after residential areas. The complex is expected to cost 3 billion United Arab Emirates dirham, AED. In the official brochure for the Keturah Reserve, there is a mention of a cryptocurrency payment option that accepts all of these other tokens. Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink, Uniswap, Compound, AVI, Avalanche, Yearn Finance, Polygon, Sandbox, Stellar Lumens, EOS, and of course XRP. Let's take some time to stare at the brochure and see the beautiful views on top-notch real estate in Dubai. Next, we have more innovation on Avalanche, with a post announcing this on Medium. The Banff 5 version of the software that implements the blockchain in the AvalancheGo programming language has been released thanks to the efforts of the engineers working on the Avalanche project. The update is important for the Avalanche network because it offers a communication mechanism for Avalanche-based blockchains, which are referred to as subnets. This protocol is called Avalanche Warp Messaging AWW. In an effort to make the Avalanche blockchain ecosystem more helpful for software developers, the aforementioned functionality will make it possible for subnets to communicate data and crypto assets with one another. Banff enables subnet producers to use their own token for proof-of-stake validation and uptime-based incentives. First-time subnet validators can stake their tokens on the P-chain. Subnets that support these new functionalities must become elastic subnets. When enabling elastic validation, the creator locks the subnet from future modification, they relinquish their control keys, specifies an Avalanche native token, ANT, that validators must use for staking and that will be distributed as staking rewards, and provides a set of parameters that govern how the subnet staking mechanics will work. Some modifiable parameters are: Asset ID, asset used for staking and rewards. Initial token supply, asset current supply after transformation. Maximum supply, amount of asset that will exist after all rewards minted. Min validator stake, minimum amount of funds required to become a validator. Max validator stake, maximum amount of funds a single validator can be allocated, including delegated funds. Min stake duration, minimum number of seconds a staker can stake for. Max stake duration, maximum number of seconds a staker can stake for. Min delegation fee, minimum percentage a validator must charge a delegator for delegating. Min delegator stake, minimum amount of funds required to become a delegator. Max validator weight factor, factor which calculates the maximum amount of delegation a validator can receive. Uptime requirement, minimum percentage a validator must be online and responsive to receive a reward. At Banff activation, only Exchange Avalanche native tokens may be staked on Elastic subnets. Future releases will support ERC20s as ANTs, which can be used as stakeable and rewardable assets on Elastic subnets. Subnet builders must define staking time and wait for each validator they install, unless the subnet has already been transformed into an Elastic subnet, in which case validators determine this when staking. Once configured, validator stake duration and weight cannot be changed. In Banff, subnet developers can delete a validator before its staking time ends. Using this transaction, a subnet creator can delete validators installed before token-based staking was enabled. All previous versions of AvalancheGo employed a proprietary serializer to encode/decode P2P communications, see message/codec and wrappers. This approach is optimal for AvalancheGo but difficult to modify without invalidating current messages/data. This library is wonderful for encoding canonical data, e.g. blocks, but it makes changing AvalancheGo networking packages hard. Banff serializes P2P communications using protocol buffers, Protobuf. Protobuf was the natural choice for this upgrade because the custom VM handler already uses it. Our new Protobuf-based serialization package is quicker, requires less memory, and is backwards and forwards compatible. Other languages' serialization code can be created automatically. Elastic Subnet's new staking transaction unifies all token-based staking transactions, whether on the primary network or an Elastic subnet. This new transaction type allows validators to designate a reward recipient for delegation fees and stake ANTs. This price flexibility allows stake suppliers to directly reimburse their partners for recruiting delegations. This functionality works on primary networks and Elastic subnets. That will conclude today's update on trending news in the crypto world. Thank you for watching if you made it all the way through. Stay tuned, we are an active admin. Please like, comment, and subscribe, never be afraid to voice your opinion. Tell us in the comments what you think, and give us some suggestions on what kind of content you'd like us to deep dive into. Until next time, good day, good night, and goodbye.